Hello everyone, welcome to Ecotel 2021. My name is Dinang Raja from Universitas Sebas Maret, and today I'm going to share our research entitled Indonesian Students' Perception on Translanguaging Challenges in the EFL Class. Okay, if you are not familiar with translanguaging, it is a language practice in which multilinguals use to mix the languages they have. Then, the idea come up to bring that practice into multilingual classroom for learning. It gains pro and contra. On the one side, some scholars believe translanguaging is beneficial to scaffold, to involve more students to participate in learning, etc. But on the other side, many still believe that the practice may risk at some points. In Indonesia, there is a popular positive attitude towards translanguaging, where teacher majority in West Java believe that incorporating Indonesian and indigenous languages in the EFL class could assist teachers and students for many pedagogical purposes. The other study captured how EFL teachers employ translanguaging to do formative assessment. So in general, translanguaging is assumed to be beneficial in Indonesian context. But the next questions are there possible challenges of translanguaging practice in the Indonesian EFL class? And what are the challenges perceived from students' lens? So this study aims to investigate students' perception towards the potential challenges of translanguaging practice in a highly multilingual classroom of a private junior high school located in East Nusa Tenggara. The study involved 40 grade 8 EFL students who come from several regencies in East Nusa Tenggara, and each student spoke English, Indonesian, and one of 9 possible indigenous languages. The data collection technique relied on online questionnaires consisted of open-ended questions. That questions asked students about their feelings towards teacher-directed and student-directed translanguaging and the reason of why they feel so. The collected data were analyzed using interactive analysis model. The findings. Students' perception on the challenges of teacher-directed translanguaging. 17 from 40 students expressed negative feeling toward teacher-directed translanguaging. Their comments indicated 3 main challenges. The first one was indigenous language diversity. As translanguaging allowed the use of all linguistic repertoire, including indigenous language, they insisted teachers' use of his or her indigenous languages would not be understood by students who spoke different indigenous language with the teacher. The second was English-only ideology. This was the most popular comments from the participants. They simply mentioned that in the EFL class, EFL teachers should use English and not other languages. The third was students' desire to be familiarized with English. Some students argued they need to receive enough English exposure to get familiar with the target language. The second finding, students' perception on the challenges of student-directed translanguaging. 29 from 40 students, or approximately 72.5% of the participants, had negative feeling towards student-directed translanguaging. Their comments indicated 3 main challenges. The first one was still indigenous language diversity. This time, students problematized their use of indigenous languages would not be understood by other students who spoke different indigenous language with them. The second was English-only ideology. Once again, they simply associated EFL class with the use of English only. So students students should use English and not other languages. The third challenge was students' guilt. As they believed that in the EFL class they should use English, some students felt guilty when they used languages other than English. In line with the present findings, some other researches reveal almost similar results. For example, regarding language diversity, despite Garcia argues translanguaging is the most appropriate learning strategy for a highly multilingual environment, Weiss insists the language superdiversity can also be very challenging. Moreover, Tiklovan also adds, when students are already fluent in the language of schooling or Indonesian, but not so proficient in their indigenous languages, translanguaging could slow down the lesson. Regarding English-only ideology, from this study, we know how monolinguals ideology was still deeply rooted in students' mind. The students already have the doctrine of correctness in language, so the correct structure to communicate is related with the way monolinguals do, so they just don't want to deviate from the standard use of English. The deviation causes the feeling of guilt. Students' desire to have more English exposure can be the other challenge of translanguaging. Sometimes when other languages are also used in the class, those languages may be overused and reduce the English exposure, as what has pointed out by Macmillan. That's why students hesitate if their EFL teachers use other languages in the EFL class. The findings of this study are expected to give insights for Indonesian EFL teacher of some possible challenges of translanguaging practice in Indonesian EFL context. It can be used to consider when to translanguage and when not to translanguage. However, this study is limited to investigate students' perception only. So the future research could be conducted to investigate teachers' perception about the translanguaging challenges in Indonesian EFL context.
That's all our presentation today. Thank you very much for your attention.